we stopped some here. We have been able to check that the password matches. So if you type password that does not match, that is, if you type a password that does not match here, so it will give you an error of it will tell you password mismatch. I've seen that in the previous video. And for now, we need to just make sure that no two person register with the same email. Like this email now, the way it is now, the way it is now, the way the email is now, the way it is, somebody can still register with this email. Somebody, let me expand this so that you can see it completely. Okay, so somebody can still register with this email, but we don't want it. Now the reason being that when we want to select or effect any change on this table, we just want to make this a point of reference. That is, if we want to update this name now, for example, we now say update name, set name to something via email. So if we have more than one row here, more than one row that is having the same name, that is having the same email, so that means to say each time we want to update name or any other details, whether phone number or password, then we will now say that the more than one row will be affected, which is a database error. It is a database design error. So we just need to take care of that. Okay, but before that, let's verify that we can register two persons now with the same data. Okay, with the same email. Okay, this is still the same email. That Teams. That's what we have. That's what we have inside here. Teams@hotmail.com. Okay, and the password, let's type 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then another password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, we'll register, and of course we see successful. Once you get to the database, now you now see that this email now is existing 2 times. So we just want to stop this from happening. So now what we do now is just to write code that whenever somebody wants to register and use an email that is existing here already, that you should tell that person that the email is being used already, that you should use another one. Okay, so we now need to go back to our code and add one or more 2 or more lines. So okay, let's put it just before we check this password, just here. So now to do that, we need to check if the email that these persons enter here, the email, whether it's existing in the database, and this is how to do it. So we need to write select. You can name this thing anything, sharp. This one you can name it anything, but now let me just name it select. So that means to say we just need to check the database whether that email is existing. Select, then access from that table, that register table. Select from register table where email is equals to this email that is here. So we just need to select so this so what we're actually doing is that we select from this where on this column where the email is equals to any email. So we're going to be testing it with this email again. So if we find a place where this email, if somebody wants to register again with this particular email, so you tell that person that email is existing already, that you should try again with another mail. So now let's go back and complete this code. So we need to now execute, or let's say execute this. Let's execute it, or okay, let's use another SL query. It's a query. So now we just need to repeat what we have here. Just need it. Okay, copy it and paste. So now, we now need to check whether the this operation we write, whether it's affected any row, that is whether it found where the email is having the value that the person will enter. So let's create, let's just name it match. Let's just put a name. So we need to do it like this: MySQL I, then num rows. So this will check if this is true, or whether the email that the person enters is already there. So we need to carry this query here and put it inside here. So that's it. So now we now need to check if match. Of course, this match now will now be bringing out if it is it have values like 1, 2, 3. So if match is greater than 0, that is if the number of line that it affected is greater than 0, that means it's counting from 1. It's counting from 1. Of course, if we try to use this email again, it will tell us that we have more than 0, that is it is already greater than 1. So already greater than 0, so it will tell us that it is something is there, that email is there. So if match is greater than 1, so we shall now echo email is already in use. Try with another email address. Try with another email address. Okay, so hope this is clear. Alright, so now let's run our code to see what it gives us. So we needed to change this thing. What should be here should be this. So let's copy it and put here. Okay, so let's now go and run our code so that we'll see. Okay, so we also need after we've done this one, we also need to exit if not to run the rest part of the code. Okay, so now we're good to go. Now let's run our code. Let's run our code and see what it gives us. So here, fresh. So here we already have three teams at hotmail.com, but we don't want anybody to use it again. We don't want anybody to use it again to register. So now let's try the phone number and the same email. Now let's use the same email. So now the password. There's a password 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's use only 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So register. You now see email already exists. Email already exists. Email already exists. So if you come here and refresh, it did not stop because we're seated. So but if we reload this thing now and then use another email, let's say we use dada at gmail.com, and so we now put a password 12345 12345. If we register now, it tells us registration successful. So once we come here and check your database, you now see this person there. Look at the last thing we just registered. So if you want to use this data at gmail.com now again, so to tell us we cannot use it, to tell us we cannot, that email already is now. Let's give it a try. Or check phone number. Let's assume that this is the phone number. Then email. Look at it here. And then 12345. Then if you type 12345 as the password, second password, so to tell us email already exists because we're trying to use this email again. If you go back here, fresh, then did not stop because we exited somewhere here. So this is how to make sure that somebody confirm password and password at the same time, to make sure that nobody uses this email to register. So you might choose to make phone number that no two person will use the same phone number. So all you need to do is to come here, select from register here. If you want to use the phone number as a point of reference, that is as a primary of that table, so that anything you want to go to that table, you always say where this one. So that means no two row in your table should have the same value under that particular phone or email. In this case we're using email, but if you want to use phone, so you now say select from register where phone is equals to. So if somebody want to use a phone number that have been used, that is already existing there, then you tell that person no, that the phone number is already existing, that you should consider using another phone number. So that is it. Hope this is very clear. So see you in another